What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV. It is still international break, as much as we are coming to the game this Saturday, Chelsea versus Arsenal. We're still kind of in the international break period. So we thought we'd do a video. We did something similar last international break, myself and Robbie. We went back through some of the fan cams, the iconic moments of the month. But I've gone with something different today. I've brought my friend Lee Judges here, and we're going to go back through the away day chronicles, some of the stuff that you may see us have a laugh on our road trips and the vlogs and stuff, but we're going to give you context and give some of the behind the scenes of what actually goes on. And because we've kind of got a bit of a good friendship now. I like when we're all together. Yeah. I think like me, you, Julian, Robbie, he's going to ring me off this and say, why did you not bring me on this show? Why? I bet you. I know what he's like.
Yeah, but he's on holiday, isn't he? He's on a boat, isn't he?
Oh, he's on the cruise.
He's on a cruise.
I forgot that. But listen, I prepped this video a few weeks ago, so I've kind of forgotten what videos I put in here. But we're gonna go through it. We'll give you some backstories, but let's get straight into this. That's some fun. Let me see the first clip. What have we got from our away days chronicles so far?
AFTV, thanks to NordVPN, we are on our way to Goodison Park. We're on our way to Liverpool to take on Everton today. Big game. Car's packed out. We've got Lee Judges in the car. Dan Potts is in here. And we've also got Cecil squeezed up there as well, right? Trust me, right? The car's squeezed up today.
Not for you.
But we're on our way up there. Listen, really looking forward to this game today. As you would have seen in a load of the previews we've done, hasn't been a happy hunting ground for Arsenal. Last 3 occasions we played there, we've lost. Lost last year, 1-0, remember. Lee, why do we keep losing it? What is it about them, right? I mean, they'll be right near the bottom like they are at the moment. Terrible record. They haven't won a home game this season, right? They're near the bottom of the league, but still, we've got to be fretting today.
Yeah, I think like one of the things is that they're against us is they're a physical side, and sometimes long balls in there, and that's probably one of our weak points of our over the years. Not so much now. I think we've addressed it, and I think we've addressed it enough today to get the win. But it's always a difficult place to go. I don't really know why the atmosphere here can be hostile, quieten them down. Then you got a chance, but I can't really put my finger on it why we don't do well against this Everton. And when you think about it, Rob, this Everton team over the last 5 years have always been in the bottom half. So I don't know. It's one of those things that you can't really explain.
How are you feeling about it today, Dan? You get a win?
Well, listen, I think we need to. I think we will do as well. I think we'll be a bit too strong from this time around. Hopefully, learn from our mistakes of last season.
Right, so I actually forgot Potts was with us on that journey, but bloody hell. It was very crowded. He said, there's not a lot of space back there. There's him pushed all the way back our knees to our chest. Did we stop on that journey?
No, that was the thing. What happens is that's all the way to Liverpool, right? So he says, we're going to have a stop. Yeah, we'll have a stop. We'll get a little bit closer. Well, we got to the car park at Everton. That's when we stopped. Couldn't get much closer, could we?
Couldn't get much closer.
I got out there. A son that I got out of there, I got stiff back, stiff legs. Yeah. And you know what I mean? And
the first thing I think Robbie did, I don't know if I can say this, is he went for a piss, and I was like, we could have done this about 3 hours ago if we had a stop. But he always says, we're going to stop. And just to give everyone context, we meet at a location, so we get up early. I don't have breakfast.
No, don't have nothing to eat or nothing.
Because we meet Robbie where he wants to be met.
Yeah, it's convenient to Robbie, isn't it?
Yeah, so then,
I get that. I can tolerate that.
To be fair, because he drives.
We'll let that go. We'll let that go. We'll let that go.
We'll let that one go.
But next services, next one, they've gone past them, you know what I mean? I'll say what I mean.
It's crazy.
When does he ever eat? I never see him eat.
That's why it's funny because he always says that. He goes, "I never eat before a match." I was like, "Yeah, you may not."
He never eats.
But I would eat.
He don't eat for that 2 days.
Unbelievable. But
I don't know if you got the one up here, but do you remember the time we went to Man City and me and Julian? You walked off, right? And we got something while everything was filming.
Yeah.
And we did stop off at McDonald's. Do you remember this?
Yeah, this is on the away
And
game.
he goes, what do you want? What do you want? And you two ain't having nothing. Well, like a couple of naughty kids in the back. Weren't we?
Oh, when we went on the way back, because you lot went off and got food.
And he said, like, well, you two can't have nothing. Me and Julian are sitting in the back while you're all eating, and we weren't allowed nothing. It was like being back at school, like, you know, I'm on the school bus.
That's how it feels like sometimes, especially when the back. But that's kind of the logic behind, or the story behind. You know, we always want to stop.
And we never let us stop. We never let us stop. I tell you, I'm gonna pee in his ear next time. See if he stopped then, like, you know what I mean? Like, get the hose out, Cecil. You know, see if that'll happen, like, you know. What's that running down my earlobe? Well, we haven't stopped, have we, Rob?
It's apple juice, Rob. All right, let's go to the next clip. I want to see the next away day chronicle.
Yeah, because if you remember back in the Wenger days, he basically used this team or use this competition to play a team of youngsters that you wouldn't have heard of 4 or 5 of them unless you kind of watched the under 23s. Whereas tonight there was one player that I didn't know. The other players that came in, I would argue that they could get into most Premiership teams, even though they're our backup squad, and that's testament to what.
That's a big statement.
I mean, look at some of those players. There was a lot of internationals that have come in that would be considered to be our second team. And that's testament to what Arteta's done here in the last few years, and also Edu, and also the Chronicles. They've totally changed the club from top to bottom. So now we can come to grounds like this, which is another Premiership ground. Brentford have got a reputation of being, I wouldn't say a great Premiership team, but in the last few years, this place is supposed to be a difficult place to come to. And they've come with I'm going to call it second rate, which almost diminishes the quality of what we had, but a second string team, and I wouldn't say completely dominated, but won the game relatively comfortably.
Julian. I had to include him because he's going to feel some type of way if I didn't, but I just thought a fan cam, some of the things he said, like the second string, some of those players, he said mentioned he could play for a lot of the Premier League clubs, our second string team. I don't know if I agree with that, but yeah, Julian says some crazy things.
It's outrageous, he is, the bloke. It's outrageous. But I'll tell you what he does. When you go up to the away games, which you don't see, like, he's on his phone and he's got his notes out and he's taking notes before the games. He's got a semi-professional coach that he
that he asks for advice from. Yeah, honestly,
can you give us this and give us that, like? And then he goes on there thinking he's clever whatever he says, like, you know. And then when he's on the way back home, he's going through his notes. Oh, I forgot to mention this. I forgot to mention that. You know,
honestly, he is. I love him. I do love him. But yeah,
he's funny character.
He's an interesting character. But you're right. He's just prepping everything the whole way up there in the car. He's always on his phone. It's just like a long paragraphs of information. I'm like, Julian. First, I'm not going to give you that long to speak. Which he gets annoyed at when I say that as well.
And he's rightly so. And he's there with a stop clock, isn't he? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Lee got 3 seconds, 20 seconds more than me this time. Like, you know, with 1 minute, like, and he's not happy about it, is he?
He's not. He really does not like it when I don't even cut him short. I give him enough time, but he just feels like he should be able to speak for an hour on a fan cam, which we know that's not what fan cams are about. It's about speaking to as many fans as possible. So, Julian, we have to highlight that. But anyway, let's go to the next away day clip for the Chronicles. What we got? As well about City, United dropping points.
Oh, listen, if Carlsberg done days, this is the day, like, you know what I mean? Not only have we won 4-0 here,
that's a good one.
Like, Manchester City have lost, and this is the thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, who would have thought Manchester City would lose today? But this is why I say, like, you know, they lost against Newcastle. They've got a few players missing and everything like that, you know. Squad, rotation, squad is so important when you're playing Champions League and all these sort of games. And I think that we're finding that out a little bit now at the moment, because we haven't been at our best.
Yeah, true.
But you've just got to get the results and get over the line, and that's what we've done today. Listen, that's fantastic, them losing. Well, I never would have thought that, like, you know.
Wolves. They only had one shot on target, Wolves, as well. They end up winning 2-1.
Hey, even better, like, so. And a little birdie tells me Man United lost as well.
Yeah, like, they did as well.
So, you know. Come on, what can I say, like, you know? So listen, it's a great day for. Well, all of those results don't matter unless we take care of what we did, and that's what we've done today. We took care of our own business. We've done well today, and I really, really look forward to watching Match of the Day later on because of that reason. Because Arsenal have done what they've had to do.
Facts. Facts. I like that fan cam. I really did enjoy that. And we did. And then we went to Play City and beat them as well. So, testament. If Carlsberg did days, that was a and you had great days.
I had a great day there. I don't look that too drunk. I handled that quite well, like, considering I was like 16 beers down by that time on a champagne reception. But
bloody hell, at the end of that fan cam, you went, I'm going to go have some more drinks. I was
that
like,
was unbelievable. What a fantastic day that was. Like, thanks to Joe who sorted that out. Like, but champagne reception before the game, went and met the players.
Yeah,
on the pitch. On the pitch, allowed to walk on the pitch.
Oh, serious? I didn't know this. What is that? What you did? I didn't know you did
before
that.
the game. Yeah, I met players before the game and all that. Like, because the actual company was sponsoring the actual match, so you get to meet the players before the game. So I was down in the tunnel meeting some Bournemouth players. Then after the game, like Aaron Ramsdale come up, had a chat with him, and because obviously he used to play for Bournemouth. Yeah. And it was a fantastic day. We come second in the quiz, which was a bit disappointing, you know what I mean? But I take the 3 points.
Take the 3 points.
Take the 3 points off them. Let somebody else have the bottle of prosecco. And it was a great day,
It was obviously Man United losing and
Man City lost that day as well.
Yeah.
And very, very good day. And that's what the away days are about, and so
that's one of my favourites. I'll let everyone know. I'll be honest, Bournemouth is one of my favourites.
Yeah.
It's just the atmosphere, the vibe.
Something different about it, isn't it?
I don't know what. Yeah, every time last year was amazing. Saliba's song, he scored the goal, and everyone just felt unified. And then same with obviously the Havertz, the penalty, and everyone was just singing the song, and it just felt like everyone was together. So that is what it's about, and we had a good laugh. And we, like you said, you saw Ramsdale. Now, obviously, I saw Edu that day as well. Actually, funny enough, but it was a good one. It was a good one. But what else we got next? What's in store for the away day Chronicles? What we got?
Other thing is, if we can qualify from this group early, and you don't want to tempt fate, but if we can qualify from this group early, that means later on, sort of in the December months, when we've got loads of games, you can afford to rest players and things like that. But right now, to me, we got to go really, really strong in the game. I don't know what you guys think.
Well, fairly strong. I'd like to see Saka being rested today, if I'll be honest.
Why?
Because
it's more important for Man City.
Man City's a massive game.
And he's riding his luck on these injuries. Every time we see him, he seems to get injured at the end of the game. He seems to bounce back. There's only so much time that can happen. And Man City, for me, is a more important game than today.
And there was also, in the week, a lot of conversation about Bukayo Saka. Should we rest him? Should he start? Amongst us, we had a bit of a laugh. Should he be starting? Should we be resting him?
It's incomparable. I think we had 3 of our best players out that game, the game you talked about, which was Bergkamp. Players that came in was Stephen Hughes, Lewis Boamulte, and what was the third one?
You're making them up as you go on. There was a story about that.
When you think about the quality that can now come into a place like
Tell you what, it's starting to warm up now, man. You're starting to see the Lons fans coming in. You know what I mean? They're very early. They're pumped for this game. They are pumped for this game. This is a big game. These lot about rest Saka, rest this, rest that. Take the Champions League seriously. Go with a strong team. That's for me.
Take it seriously.
What do you think? You can't dance, mate.
I'm doing a Cecil.
We had some fun.
Oh, I did have some fun. But I say it's really funny about that because Sky Sports come over and asked us to do an interview. Here comes Julian's notebook again.
He was
And he says, "Oh, the last song we played." And he goes, even Gary Cottrell's name is going, "Oh, come on, hurry up!" We've only got that. And he gives that. He reels off for the players that weren't playing and were playing. He got them all wrong.
After all that prep, he's still got it wrong. His big moment on Sky Sports. But I had to bring that one up because, listen, I went through the ones from before the last video we did, the fan cam review month with Robbie, to the away games from then till now. That was a big one, the RC Lons one. And again, Robbie in the car there saying we should start Saka, even though I know he says if he's not 100% fit, but he tried to wiggle out of he never admits maybe I got it wrong.
I never admit it.
Never. I know he beat City, so that's what he's going to say. He's going to watch us and say,
Two things he doesn't do, right? He doesn't stop on away days and he doesn't admit that he's wrong. You know what I mean? He'll make up excuse after excuse. At the end of the day, it was not the right decision.
Yeah.
But what a great trip that was, you know what I mean? We went on the train, on the shuttle. I've never been on it before.
Yeah,
we've never been on it. You drive in, you get out, Julian bought his... Julian bought this egg Cadbury's thing, didn't he? Like football. It was a big football like this, and we thought, oh, that's really nice here, Julian, to bring that on an away day, like you know? And he went, well, it's out of date next week. That's the only reason he brought it. But anyway, it was nice though.
No, it was good. It was nice. The chocolate was good.
And if it weren't out of date, we wouldn't have got that chocolate.
100%. He would have kept it in his house. But you know what? I have to just say as well, like the result, and this happens quite. Listen, it's been a joy me being on these trips with us lot. I think we've cracked, the group. We've really enjoyed it, and shame about the result for that game because the day was just a good laugh. It was just
an awesome day.
It was quality, and I don't know if I should be saying this either, but we got the earlier train. We could have been there.
Do you remember that? Yeah, we've done well.
We've done very well. We were supposed to get a train.
Well, that was down 2 hours
to you and
later. Was it that? No,
I was a bit. Yeah,
it was down to Julian and Robbie, I think, that pushed that.
Yeah, they were like, let's just try and get on this train.
Let's just try and get it on earlier, otherwise we'd have to wait 2 hours in France, and we got through, didn't we? We got on it, like,
We got through. We celebrated.
Some poor family had to wait another 2 hours.
I didn't say it. But we celebrated like we got a goal. As we got through, it was like,
we've done it, like, you know what I mean? So that was a good. Always been good. I'll tell you what. Even when we got there, because we picked you up on the way for that one, didn't we? And as soon as you get to the pick-up point where you are, the laughs start and all that. Like, it is.
We had some fun.
We do have some fun, and we was allowed to go into services. Do you remember that? We went into the services before we went there.
Right. Yeah, but that was because we had to. You had to stop.
And we actually said, Robbie, look at this services. This is, you know what I mean? Like that. So he took a video, Robbie, because he's never seen one before. Like, you know what I mean? So, but
we actually got to stop for once.
We actually stopped, and I think
it was a good services as well.
It was very, and I think he did.
Did he?
I think he did.
I don't know what. He did. Did he? No, he had a halloumi wrap. So I don't know why I'm giving you all the but this is what it's about. It's the advice. He had halloumi wrap. But he did actually. I ate about 3 meals in that.
Yeah, you did like that. I mean, that was the one where Julian
said he looks.
Julian said he looked like you when he was 27, right? And we said, don't be stupid. You never look like that. Like, so he said, I've got a photo. Did you remember that?
Yeah.
So he got a photo, and there was his little plump lad, but with hair, wasn't it? Like, instead of him being bald, he had hair. And I said, well, he went, I was 28 then. I mean, like, unbelievable. The bloke is unbelievable.
He's outrageous. Well, I believe that is all the away clips up until now from the last video we did when we did the fan cam review. But I added one special one in because I went back through the archives and I really enjoyed it. So run this clip. I can't wait to watch this back.
Polish, man.
Polish? What do you mean, man?
Say you look Polish.
Look at your head, man.
That's staying in. Do I look British and I look Polish? Look at your head.
Polish. I'll tell you what, like that shit.
Where was you? So much. You took piss out of me after the second as well. Okay, so we've arrived, everyone. We're sitting in the airport. Why are we sitting in the airport, Lee?
Well, we're sitting in the airport, as you can see. Just look along the line here.
So we can see Julian 2, 3,
empty space.
They're laughing, but I'm actually fuming right now, by the way. They're laughing. My suitcase hasn't arrived and I'm fuming, but these lot would find it funny. Pricks, a lot of them.
This is the best trip we've ever had.
That's what I was saying, it was the band.
It's not that cold. I mean, Oldham was colder than this. It's wet, it looks a bit miserable, but it's not that cold. They're just convincing themselves that they're cold. If you think yourself that you're hot, you won't be cold.
Hold on, it's absolutely freezing, like, I mean, it is, Julian, like, I mean.
Bro, it's like the Cool Runnings.
Listen,
it's like the Cool Runnings episode.
We're slim and muscly, like, just saying.
That
like,
scene in Cool Runnings is like, it's cold, there's snow, and there's ice.
That's better.
And it's raining.
It's 6 degrees.
Yeah, cold.
Oh, okay, it's colder than what we've come from, but it's not freezing.
The plane was boiling. The in there is boiling.
So you just have to acclimatise.
Look at him, he's shivering as he's saying it. Like coming out tonight.
We've got to go for a drink, mate.
Yeah? What, coffee or what? Hot chocolate? I'm not having a cold beer, thank you very much. Taxi! Oh, I'm absolutely freezing. I've got this idiot turning around and saying it's not cold.
Look at him.
Look at him, look. He's standing there. It's like a stiff statue, and he's saying he's not cold.
It's like a boiled egg.
What are you actually saying then? Hard boiled egg. He's been in the freezer.
Well, if you look at boiled eggs, they get heated up, not frozen.
I'll tell you what, you'll be scrambled in a minute, you carry on, I'll tell you.
That was one of my favourite trips actually.
Unbelievable.
Listen, we had such a good time in Bodo. It was unbelievable. It was one that everyone. Well, I remember speaking to Robbie and being like, I really want to go on this trip, and he was just like, oh, it's Bodo. This is Bodo. If you want to go on it, he was like, it's a Europa League game, but I didn't expect it to be so good. I wanted to go there because just to it's somewhere different. But we had as a team. Us three and Brennan.
Brennan was there then, yeah.
We had such a good time.
So funny. We had such a laugh on that trip. And do you remember when we went into the hotel? It was like 40 towers, wasn't it? Really, and we walked in there. And we only just walked in and there was a knock at the door. Do you remember? And the woman opposite says, "Can we be quiet?" I said, "We haven't even said anything." You know what I mean? Just got in here. Do you know what I mean? This is going to be a trip, isn't it? So we gets into bed, and we couldn't find the eating and all that. So we had to sleep in our clothes. And in the morning, Julian goes, "Oh, what's this?" And it was an eater. It was like. And that first night we went there was nothing there, was there?
No, it was dead. It was absolutely dead. I want you to bring this up because the first night when I said we'll go for a drink and we walked around, it was
nothing open.
I couldn't believe it. There was like one bar that was like a heavy metal rock bass, and I was like,
"Why going in here?"
Yeah, it was like nah. But it was completely like it was like a ghost town, but.
Julian was better looking than some of the women in there. I tell you, I mean, 100%.
Yeah, it was crazy. Honestly, so that's at that first day. I was like, maybe I made the wrong decision to choose this one. But the last
day was unreal.
Unbelievable. We went out and the artwork in the Scandinavian artwork. So I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, the artwork was wonderful to see.
Well, it was wonderful. And I'll tell you what was wonderful about it. Right? I was actually moaning. I remember. Do you remember we went to Saint Oy? It cost us about. For a burger, it cost about 30 quid. It was everything's really expensive out there. And they was going, we're going to go to this bar. It's going to be busy. I said, there ain't no.
There's no one here.
I said, I ain't going to go. I said, I'm having one and I'm going. You know what I mean? Going back to 40, go and see Basil. Do you know what I mean? So we get to this bar. Do you remember it? And it was like I've never experienced nothing like it.
Unreal, rocking music. It was packed.
Two floors.
I was just like. It was like, it's like won the lottery. I was like, and then I was like, we're gonna go get food because these lot were starving. By the way, they were starving. I was like, we're gonna get food. Like, do you want to go get food? Nah. June, both of June looked at me and went, nah. I was like, all right, cool. We had people were getting us drinks and stuff. It was amazing.
Well, that was it. It was about, I think, if I'm correct in saying it was about £11, £12 for a pint. Expensive. It was really ridiculous, and because people were coming up to us and. Like, how can we buy you a drink and all that? We didn't have to buy a drink the whole night we was in there.
Julian was buzzing about that.
Julian was buzzing about that. He's booked 4 cruises up since then, and then go back. But everybody's just buying us drinks. People were coming up to us going, why is everybody buying you drinks? And we were sort of like, we don't really know and all that. And it was it was mad.
It was quality.
And our flight was about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God, yeah, of course. And we didn't really get back. Mate, I didn't go to bed.
None of us did.
We didn't sleep. That's when we slept we slept on the
floor. Yeah. We grabbed our stuff from Basil and Sybil, and we didn't even sleep there that night, did we? We didn't even sleep there that night.
Picked up our stuff, went to the airport.
Stuff and went to the airport.
Yeah.
It was, and we won 1-0.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And do you remember it was like. The block of flats let us in there and all that, and we was allowed to go
up and go into the
stadium. And
do you know what? I just wanted to just highlight that one. I know that was a random one, and I know this week, I've covered some content throughout this international break, and I looked back at a lot of things because it's my 3 years here at AFTV as well. So it's always nice to look back and just.
You've been done 3 years.
Yeah, last week Friday was my 3 years in the company, so it was nice to look back and doing these sort of shows and looking back is always personally nice for me, and to seeing how far we've come and remembering some of the good times, and that was definitely one of them. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you had some laughs with us as well. There's gonna be plenty more away days. I mean, we're off to Seville soon. Can't wait for that one.
Sunny.
Because it's just got.
I'll tell you what, you know what I mean. I'll just quickly just say before and I'm not so sure about the because we're in a Champions League. It's fantastic being a Champions League, but the Europa League was something. You was allowed, like we had the PSV one where we was allowed to go in the stadium and access. Same as Bodo, you know what I mean. You're never going to go to a place like Bodo ever while you're in a Champions League. And you know, it's different, but quality. You know, like quality trips, and like, you know, like now we're going to sort of like when you're going, it's main cities.
Yeah, it's true. It's not gonna have the same effect as like walking around ghost towns. Then maybe going towards like going to having the nights out that we had, because it's you're right. They're like main cities, but it will still be fun nonetheless, because we're all gonna be together
100%.
and it's gonna be the vibes. And yeah, man, I just wish a lot of you guys or people watching, listening, one day can just join us on this journey. I know everyone has their own circle, but it's just such a good laugh, and I hope you got an insight to what it was like for the away days so far. But like the video if you like the video, comment your thoughts below, and I'm sure I'll see you in the next international break, which will be in November. And let's hope Arsenal get the win come Saturday against Chelsea. I'll see you again soon. Peace.